Welcome back to Awesome Possum Hobbies and Games. This week we've got Magic the Gathering's latest release, which is Ravnica Clue Edition. Let's open it up, check it out, see what it's all about. Here's new Ravnica Clue Edition. This is the new release that just came out last Friday. I pre-ordered mine at TCG Player. Inside this, it's supposed to include 8 ready-to-play Magic boosters plus a guaranteed shock land. I'm guessing that's why most people are going to end up buying this, because if you want to play Clue, there's a cheaper version of that out there. The base game that includes an entire board is going to cost roughly $21.99. You can buy that at your local Walmart or Target or any other big box store or at your local game store. So what else does this have inside it? It has a 21 card Clue booster, 8 20 card Ravnica Clue Edition boosters, which they're not really booster packs. They're kind of like Jumpstart, since there isn't a Jumpstart available for this. So if you're a beginner, this might be a great place to start. Plus, on top of that, this is kind of a game within a game within a game. So if you don't really like Magic afterwards, you can go through and just play it as normal Clue. Though, we'll go ahead and see what else is in here. They have a Shockland box topper, which I guess they've gone through and adapted and used the slang version for this and is now calling them the Shocklands. 4 hidden info screens, which are these little tiny confidential screens, an evidence notepad, a case file envelope, and a Ravnica Clue Edition card box. So we'll compare that compared to a fat pack. Or a bundle box here after I get this opened up. As you can see, just like the bundle packs, there is nice little foiling on the sides to keep it so you can tell if they've been tampered with. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what's inside. So here we go, larger than normal box, which is nice. Let's go ahead and see how it breaks down and see if it's just going to be for Clue or if we can use it for actual Magic decks. So there we go. Inside, it's a nice, little bit longer of a box. Standard size box on the inside. Let's see here. We got some little dividers. There we go. Cardboard. The 8 booster packs. 20 card booster packs, and then the 21 card Clue. So those are the cards you play with, and then suspect weapons and rooms. That's, I guess, you go through and put that in there once you are ready to actually play. And here, these are the little screens. Here's the actual confidential. This is the person that who did it. You put it in there. There is your little suspect, your little game sheets for keeping track of playing. The box topper, Shockland. Actual instructions for how to play, I'm guessing. Yeah, there we go. Instructions on how to play. Okay, let's take a short break and go through and clean these up. So here we are, just comparing the boxes. Here's a standard bundle box. This one's from the Caverns of Ixalan. Here's the Clue Edition. As you can see, the Clue Edition one is just a little bit shorter, but it is going to be significantly wider. Of course, this is for the extra information, so if you got a place to put tokens and stuff, this might be a fun little thing to be able to take to tournaments where you're taking 2 of your 100 card decks to commander decks or 3 regular sized decks. If you don't want to go through and keep these packs as jumpstart packs for later on for building decks, you can completely do that. So let's go ahead and go and talk about the cards. So here we go. Inside, got the 8 booster packs, 8 20 card booster packs, 1 21 card Clue set, which are basically just regular Magic cards, and a box topper. Let's go ahead and start with the box topper. I don't trust these guys very much since I've had a number of those pull tabs ruined. Here's a Stomping Grounds foil full art. Those are kind of cool. I actually quite a big fan. Right now these are going for about $20 to $25 for the Stomping Grounds, depending on where you're finding them at. So right there for the value. I bought this Ravnica Clue Edition. I pre-ordered my box for $54 with shipping. Right now you can find them on TCG Player for about the same price. They're floating between $50 and $79 depending on where you're buying them. Just remember, don't pay more than $59.99 because that is retail. And excuse me. Let's go ahead and open up the actual game pack. Inside here, these are 21 cards. So this is going to be the different weapons. So a wrench. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has vigilance and tap and pay 3 colorless mana. Tap target creature, and then you can sacrifice it to draw a card just like any clue. Candlestick. Candlestick is 1 blue artifact clue equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has whenever this creature attacks, surveil 2, and then has the clue effect. Lead pipe. For black, you can equip it for 2, and then equipped creature gets +2/+0, and whenever equipped creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Next one is knife. For 1 red, you can equip 2. It's an artifact clue equipment. As long as it's your turn, equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has first strike. Rope, which I think is one of the better ones. 1 green. Equip 3. Artifact equip clue equipment. So it's got the clue effect. And then equipped creature gets +1/+2. Has reach and can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Next ones are the actual locations. So there's all kinds of locations. Let's go ahead and go through them one at a time. First one is the ballroom. Ballroom always going to enter into play tapped, and they all you pay for and tap to investigate, which means you create a clue. And then you can go through, and this one produces a white or a black. Billiard room, same as before, but this one taps reduce a black or a red. Conservatory, this one is the same as before, but it taps produce either a green or a white. Dining room, when dining room enters the battlefield, it taps, and then same as before, you should pay for it and tap it to create a clue. And this one produces a green or a red. Hall, excuse me, same as before, but this one taps reduce a red or a white. Kitchen, same as before, except this one taps to produce a blue or a green. Next one is library, same as before, except it taps to produce a blue or red. Next one's lounge, same as before, except it taps to produce either a black or a green. Secret passage produces either a blue or black. Study, same as before, except it produces a white or a blue. And then for the character cards, inside there is 6 different character cards. First one is Apothecary White. For 1 white, 3 colorless. It's a 3/4 legendary creature human cleric with vigilance. Whenever you attack, you create a food token for each player being attacked, and then play a white and tap X target X target foods you control, and then you create X 1/1 white human creature tokens. This is a fantastic card for the Hobbits commander deck. That's where that one's going to go. Senator Peacock, 2 blue, 3 colorless, is a 3/4 legendary creature human advisor. Artifacts you control are clues in addition to the other types, and have pay 2. You can sacrifice this card to draw a card, and then whenever you sacrifice a clue, target creature can't be blocked this turn. Next card is Mastermind Plum, 1 white, 2 colorless, legendary creature, human wizard. Whenever this card attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If an artifact card was exiled this way, create a treasure token. Whenever you cast a spell, if mana was From a treasure token was spent to cast it, you get to draw a card and you lose 1 life. Good card draw. Headliner Scarlet. This is a card that I wanted for my red deck. 1 red, 3 colorless. It's 3/3 legendary creature, human warlock with haste. And whenever this card enters the battlefield, creatures target player controls can't block this turn. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may play that card at any time you can, anytime this turn, which is a fantastic card. Next one's Emissary Green. 1 red, 4 colorless, legendary creature, human advisor. Whenever Emissary Green attacks, starting with you, each player votes for profit or security. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to twice the number of profit votes. And then you put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of security votes. And then Commander Mustard. 1 white, 1 red, 3 colorless, 5/5 legendary creature, human soldier, vigilance. Other soldiers you control have vigilance, trample, and haste. And then for a red, a white, and 2 colorless until end of turn, soldiers you control gain. When this creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Let's go ahead and go on to the actual play boosters. These, they say specifically on them to shuffle 2 packs and play, which is exactly what Jumpstart is. So I'm not going to go through each individual cards. I will only stop on the cards that are unique to this set, because otherwise we will be here all day. Let's go ahead and go through the individual cards. This one's the Boros Legion pack for the Commander Mustard. That's a new one. Actually, I'll stop on the rares. Lands. If you notice, there really wasn't any white lands to go in there. So hopefully you get a white pack to go along with the Boros Legion. First one is Firemane Adventure. 1 white, 1 red, 2 colorless, 3/3 flying. Battalion. Whenever Firemane Avenger and at least 2 other creatures attack, deal 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. So it does a lightning helix. And then Boros Strike Captain. For a combination colors of white, red, and 1 colorless, is a creature Minotaur Soldier. And at least when this card and at least 2 other creatures attack, exile top card of your library. During any turn you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may play that card. Great card draw for Boros decks. Next pack. Simic Combine. So before I will stop for the rares. I think everything else is kind of repeats in this deck. There's a couple 2-color Hydroid Crisis, which we've seen before. Great reprint. And Lonus Genetic Expert. Lonus is combination colors of green, blue, 1 colorless. Has Evolve. It's a 1/2 legendary creature, Snake Elf Detective. And Evolve is whenever a creature enters a battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness, then this creature put a +1/+1 counter on this card. And then whenever 1 or more counters are put on this card, investigate that many times. And whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control. This card goes into several different decks, including the latest Commander deck, Deep Clue Sea. And I'm going to throw that right in that deck. It screams for it. Let's go on to the next pack. Ozrov Syndicate. And this guy, pre-orders, pre-order price for this guy was $20. So kind of impressed with Hopefully everyone gets those that buys this. Let's go ahead and go through the pack. We'll stop at the rares. Not great rares for looking for something new. Seraph Scales, which is a reprint, and Covetous Elegy. 1 black, 1 white, 4 colorless sorcery. Each player chooses up to 2 creatures they control, then sacrifices the rest. Then you create a tap treasure token for each creature your opponent controls. Next pack. Another Orzhov Syndicate. Let's hopefully it's not a duplicate pack. The same. Because that always feels bad. It is exactly the same. It does feel bad. Next pack. I'm hoping to get some Izzet colors here. I'm a big fan. Or Golgari Swarm. Let's see here. We'll stop on the rares. A couple of rares. Deadbridge Chant, which is a reprint. So we'll go ahead and go on to the fun card. Amzu Swarm's Hunger. 1 green, 1 black, 3 colorless. Flying Menace. It's a 3/3. Other insects you control have Menace, and whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, you may put a you may create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token and put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the greatest amount of value of one of those cards. Do this only once each turn. So it will get bigger, and it'll have Flying and Menace. It's not a bad card to get. I believe when I last looked, those were $10 each. I'm sure those prices will adjust now that this set is actually out. And yes, another Orzhov Syndicate. I'm not happy about that. I got 3 of the same one in 1 box, which is not going to make for a lot of fun playing. Hopefully this one has more white cards. Oh, it does. So it'll be a different pack than the last one. And the rares. It's a good one. It's not bad. Council's Judgment. 2 white, 1 colorless. Sorcery Will of the Council. Starting with you, each player votes for a non-land permanent you don't control. Exile each permanent with the most votes, or tied with the most votes. So it's all about voting out a non-land permanent that you don't like. And then Syndicate Heavy. It's a giant rogue. Combination colors of white, black, and 2 colorless mana. And it's a 4/4 creature giant rogue with Extort. So Extort is whenever you cast a spell, you may pay either white or black. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain that much life. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 more life this turn, you get to create a clue. Next pack. Come on, Izzet. I want the Izzet one. Oh, got another Golgari Swarm. Let's see if it's stop shaking a little bit. Let's see if it's the same pack. It is not. This one has the Underrealm Lich and the Sludge side of it. Underrealm Lich is a reprint, which it's going for a crazy amount of money for a reprint. I don't know why. Sludge Titan, combination colors of green, black, and 4 colorless, is a 6/6 creature zombie giant. It has trample, and whenever this card enters the battlefield, enters the battlefield or attacks, mill 5 cards. You may put a creature card and or a land card from among them into your hand. So when it comes into play, you get to mill 5 cards, or if you attack, then you get to put cards in your hand from your graveyard, which works very well with Golgari colors. Last pack. Come on, is it? Nope. Another Orzhov Syndicate. Man. 4 of the same ones. Kind of feels bad. Kind of feels bad. I hate to say it, but it kind of feels bad. Let's see here. And yes, I got 3 of the same one with Covetous Elegy. So there we go for an opening. overall, I think there's some value there as long as prices stay, which, knowing how Magic is, the price is going to drop like a brick. Overall, right now, I'm pretty sure that I have more than $50 worth of cards at pre-order pricing, but like I said, I haven't checked in a couple of days. It came out on Friday. The prices could have dropped like a rock, like most of these sets do. Overall, I don't recommend buying these unless you're buying them specifically to play Jumpstart. Jumpstart is a fun way to start playing Magic, especially if you're a beginner. You get some good variety of cards. You get to play with different mechanics. You get to make some combination of colors to be able to play against different people with different themed decks with very similar power levels. But overall, if you're a collector, which most people who are going to be buying this are going to be collecting the cards, not by playing Clue. Overall, I don't know. I feel like this is something that I would recommend just buying singles. By getting one of the shock lands in there, that's some nice value. I'm sure they had to do that in order to make it feel like it's worthwhile for players to make it so they want to find the value there. Overall, I have a feeling that it's got some fun cards in the 21 cards. I know I'm going to play with some of these in some of my commander decks just for some extra feeling. Like I'm going to throw an Apothecary White straight into my Samwise Gamgee deck. She's fantastic with all the food. On top of that, there's a few other ones like Commander Mustard's, like almost an auto include if you're playing soldiers. A white-red soldier equipment deck just screams it because you're giving all of your guys vigilance and trample and haste. But some of these guys right now are only going for like $8 to $10 each. So I have a feeling that a lot of the prices for these will drop and drop quickly, and they'll probably settle down to between the $1 and $2 range. Except for the ones that are going to go in several different decks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informative. And until next time, I hope you guys have a fantastic week and keep them rolling.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Have a great day and keep them rolling.